This is Platinum Northwest TV News in the headlines. Deputy President Paul Mashatile leads Heritage Day celebrations in Oudshoorn, and Molefe Morutse is re-elected mayor for Ditsobotla Local Municipality. Further abroad tonight, US President Donald Trump criticizes the UN for failing to end wars. In the business news, Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana prepares to table the medium-term budget policy statement in November. And in the sports news, the Protea women head coach is pleased with the Pakistan tour despite an ODI loss. Dumelang Bakgetso and welcome to the program on this lovely Heritage Day with me, Boitumelo Monare. We begin in the Western Cape, where earlier today, Deputy President Paul Mashatile, acting as president, led the Heritage Day celebrations in Oudshoorn. This year's Heritage Day focused on the importance of leveraging heritage as a foundation for building a dynamic, socially responsive and economically inclusive future. Mashatile delivered the keynote address at the cultural event. This is what he had to say.
Shift as heritage institutions worldwide are transforming into engines of development, aligning with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. This shift is also reflected in the National Development Plan Vision 2030, the revised White Paper on Arts, Culture and Heritage, the National Policy on Living Heritage, and also the Constitution. These frameworks acknowledge that heritage institutions must be people-centered, economically responsive, and technologically advanced while healing the divisions of the past. This task demands unity of purpose and collective action from all of us as a nation to construct a country that upholds human dignity and civil liberties, free from racism, sexism, and various forms of discrimination. We must take deliberate steps to fast-track transformational imperatives and address the urgent need to resolve and restore the dignity of the African people whose cultural heritage practices were disrupted and destroyed by colonialism and apartheid. Some of you present here can confirm that apartheid undermined African heritage by destroying community structures through forced removals, fragmenting families and ancestral lands, and establishing an inferior education system focused on Bantu education.
In provincial news, Councillor Molefe Morutse has been re-elected as the mayor of Ditsobotla Local Municipality. This comes after national government intervened to address the municipality's poor governance and administrative failures. This is including financial mismanagement and service delivery breakdowns. Earlier this month, the National Department of Cooperative Governance visited the troubled municipality and instructed that a new mayor and speaker be elected within 14 days. Northwest Premier Lazarus Mokhosi speaks.
We're here on the 9th of this month with the Minister Tabisa. We came here and introduced the National Cabinet Rep and what does it mean to invoke Section 1397. And today we are here accompanied by the MEC responsible for local government in the province. We're here because we recall we're given 14 days to correct the election of the mayor and the speaker. And today, that's why we're here today. We had a very successful meeting since 10 o'clock this morning. The speaker has been re-elected. Manana Bukhazu, who was the speaker in the previous council, he comes from the economic freedom fighters. The mayor, Molefe Morutse, who comes from the African National Congress, has also been re-elected. And two office bearers have been confirmed as now the newly constituted office bearers of the municipality. Therefore, we have regularized what also was an issue, and we were given an instruction that in 14 days it must happen. We had a very successful meeting, very robust, but at the end of the day, even the whips of parties all committed that they are here to serve the people of Ditsobotla. They want clarity in terms of leadership. There is no doubt who's the leader of the municipality and so forth. So far so good. We are very happy. We hope that from now on there will be sanity in the municipality. They will focus on service delivery than any other thing.
And we understand that the mayor that has been elected here as a speaker, they are not unfamiliar faces here in Ditsobotla Local Municipality. Are there any supportive mechanisms in place to ensure that they are supported throughout so that the residents of Ditsobotla do not once again subjected to a lack of service delivery among us?
No, they are supported. That's why the National Cabinet Rep is here. Is the person who authorized the convening of this council meeting. We are here with the MEC to show that we are part and parcel of the process. We are here to support them. And we believe that with the election, there is now clarity within the municipality. There is no more confusion. We must now focus on service delivery. Their next council meeting will focus on Section 79 chairperson of committees, and therefore from there we'll come as a provincial government also and put our support in line with Section 154 of the Constitution to support them in terms of service delivery issues.
More out of the province tonight. As part of stamping the authority of the state, the weekly high-density Operation Shanela, conducted between Monday the 15th of September and Sunday the 21st of September, resulted in the arrest of more than 1,000 suspects for different crimes across the province. Police spokesperson in the Northwest Province, Colonel Adele Mayberg, has more.
In Lomanyaneng, in the early hours of the morning on Wednesday, the 17th of September, a security guard at a school was overpowered by 3 men wearing balaclavas. The men pointed the victim with a firearm and tied him up before gaining entry into the staff room, where they stole tablets and laptops. The security guard was only rescued the next morning by cleaners while reporting on duty. Acting on a tip-off received, police proceeded to a house in Lomanyaneng on Thursday, the 18th of September, and arrested a 37-year-old called Mogomotsi Bennett Sebolaneng and recovered 3 laptops, 15 tablets, and a gas pistol believed to have been used during the commission of the crime. Sebolaneng appeared before the Molefe Magistrate Court on Monday, the 22nd of September, on a charge of business robbery. He abandoned his bail application after it was established that he is out on bail for a similar offence and was remanded in custody until his next court appearance before the same court on Thursday, the 30th of October.
With that, let's get the international news. President Donald Trump delivered a critical address to the United Nations General Assembly, charging the institution with failing to act to solve spiraling conflicts and immigration woes. Trump also called the climate change concerns a con job, saying international agreements to reduce global warming were destroying much of the free world. Trump urged the nations before him to forge a new path in partnership with Washington, saying he believed the organization has what he called tremendous potential. With that, stay with us as we head into the business news. This year's medium-term budget policy statement will be tabled in Parliament by Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana on the 12th of November. The National Assembly will consider and adopt it on the 13th of January next year. This year's national budget was passed by the National Assembly after Godongwana tabled it for a 3rd time. Its tabling in February was postponed after disagreements in the cabinet due to a proposal of 2 percentage point value-added tax increase. In the end, Godongwana tabled the budget that maintained VAT at 15%, where it was eventually passed by Parliament. And now let's close with the sports news. Protea women head coach Mashimbyi expressed overall satisfaction with the team's tour of Pakistan despite the loss on the third and final one-day international by 6 wickets on Monday. Having already secured the series with 2 wins in the first 2 matches, South Africa's performance in the final game did not meet expectations. This is as the team was dismissed for just 115 runs in 26 overs. The South African team has scheduled 2 warm-up matches against Bangladesh on Thursday and Pakistan on Sunday to refine their strategies prior to their tournament opener against the former world champions, England. That game is scheduled for the 3rd of October. We end off with the rugby news as Springbok head coach Rassie Erasmus has prioritized consistency in the team's selection for the upcoming Castle Lager Rugby Championship match against Argentina. That match will take place at the Hollywood Bets Kings Park in Durban on Saturday. Erasmus discussed the team's approach leading up to the upcoming test matches against the Argentines. This is what he had to say.
Well, funny enough, I remember when we played Argentina, I can't remember what year, we had to beat Argentina by a certain amount of points in Durban.
What brings us to Durban? Home team South Africa take on Argentina, the lost provers, right down to the wire. All 4 teams had their chances win it.
And if you can remember the previous week, Australia just had to kick the ball out, but then the guy took too long and Nafir and all gave a scrum to New Zealand.
And all they'll have to do is win the line out, hang on to it for a minute, even less. Oh, they were trying to run the clock down. This is a sensation.
If Australia beat New Zealand, they would have won the rugby championship. But because he didn't kick the ball out, New Zealand got a scrum, New Zealand scored, and now we had to beat Argentina by, I think, 47 points or something. It was also in Durban. If you can remember, last year, who was the team that beat us? Argentina, by 1 point.
Drama to the death. The Rugby Championship will be decided in Nelspruit next weekend.
Again, we're playing Argentina and Durban. I found them like the Welsh, and I know the Welsh are not going well now. I just find them really tough people. I find them, they grind it out, they never give up. And just, again, if that's going to be the deciding test match, they've a few times caused us hiccups. And I think actually one of the biggest losses since I've been involved, since 2018, you go margin-wise, was actually against Argentina away. Actually, Argentina, Australia, and then we beat New Zealand. I actually think they gave us a proper club, something like 17 points. So, no, always nervous for Argentina.
And that's where we'll leave it for tonight. Thank you for joining us and a happy Heritage Day.